Is there anyone on this planet who can actually make Andrew and Fergie look good by comparison? Turns out, yes, and they just got back from Jordan. Hey everyone, welcome back to Royal Routine. Today's episode is South Park style, as always. We're calling this one the Wrinkled Duchess Tour of Shame. Let's get into it. Ever wonder just how far a British prince's dignity can fall? Well, February 2026 gave us the answer. Harry and Meghan visited Ammon, but not as royals. Oh no, they showed up as somebody's entourage. The Sussexes are now officially the plus ones of WHO Director Tedros Ghebreyesus. Not the King of Jordan, not the British ambassador. Nobody invited them. 5 years. 5 years they've been whining about needing security, about how London is just so dangerous. But hopping over to the Middle East? Oh, sure, no problem at all. That's Meghan logic for you. Picture this. The office of the King of Jordan. King Abdullah II, fighter pilot, appeared on Star Trek. And by the way, his 10 seconds as an extra showed more acting range than Rachel's entire run on that legal show nobody watched. So there he is, standing by the window with his aide, nervously peering through binoculars. Are the Sussexes here already? Are they heading our way? Yes, Your Majesty. Meghan's approaching. I can see her tucking a microphone under her shirt and rehearsing her holy martyr face in the rearview mirror. Quick! Get the president of Indonesia on the phone. We're having coffee until those two are gone. I'm friends with William. I don't need toxic Netflix hugs. And this isn't a joke. While Meghan was expecting the full royal red carpet, Abdullah and Crown Prince Hussein were pointedly busy with actual work. That's why the Sussexes have 0 photos with the Jordanian royals. 0. All they got was the king's aunt. Presumably sent to keep an eye on them, you know. Make sure Meghan didn't start doing calligraphy on the royal curtains. Looks like real monarchs don't do meet and greets with fake ones. $10 says within a month she'll be on Oprah crying about how the Jordanian royals are racist too. 'Cause you know, nobody asked how she was doing. But before we break down the visit itself, let's talk fashion. Over 2 days, Meghan went through multiple outfits, and apparently not a single one had ever seen an iron. She showed up in these massive beige linen pants that looked like they'd been sitting at the bottom of a dirty hamper for a week. And just like that, she got a new nickname online. The Duchess of Wrinkled Pants. And the rest of the look? A khaki top and a white shirt down to her knees, basically ready to audition for a MASH reboot. Oh well, maybe Miss Meghan is just too focused on her important work to worry about wrinkly clothes. She had time for 3 outfit changes a day. But finding an iron? Apparently that was too much. Be thankful she wasn't strutting around in a bikini. And in those outfits, Meghan headed to a refugee camp, where, and I wish I was making this up, the Cosplay festival began. She showed up channeling Angelina Jolie, Tanzania, 2003. Same green tee, same poses, same pensive look in front of children. Except Jolie has 20 years of actual UN ambassador work behind her. Meghan, 2 days and a personal photographer hiding in the bushes. But the Jolie impression was only half the problem. Then, of course, Meghan had to do her, look at me, I'm basically Mother Teresa, routine with the kids. So on the soccer field, she grabbed the ball and just didn't give it back. The kids stood around watching a grown woman kick the ball by herself for the cameras. She ended up scoring a goal on a 7-year-old and celebrated like she'd just won the Champions League. When Catherine visits kids, the ball goes to the kids, just so we're clear. Then Meghan decided to connect with the children one-on-one. She crouched down next to a little girl, asked through a translator how old she was. 7. A staff member told the girl, "This is Meghan." The girl put her hands on her hips, turned around, and walked away without a word. So sweet, so confident, Meghan laughed after her. Kids and dogs, the 2 most honest creatures on the planet. Remember when the dogs at the animal shelter ran away from her too? Oh, bless that little girl. She did what the whole world dreams of doing. And Harry, maybe Harry too. Oh, hamburgers. I would have run away too. A stranger lady in wrinkly pants doesn't exactly scream trustworthy. Day 2. The Sussexes headed to a hospital. And this is where Meghan truly outdid herself. Into a sterile medical facility in a conservative Muslim country, she walked in wearing open-toed sandals, toes out, at a hospital. That's not just trashy, Stan. That's a full-on, I don't care about your rules, I'm the star here move. She walked into a hospital dressed like she was heading to a beach party in Montecito. At the girl's bedside, Meghan immediately switched on Diana mode, the same rehearsed head tilt, the same dewy eyes. But here's the difference. Diana spent years going into dangerous places with no cameras behind her. Meghan? There's always her own camera guy around the corner, ready to catch the perfect martyr angle. And while Meghan was squeezing out a tear over someone else's hardship in Jordan, her own father, Thomas Markle, had recently gone through major surgery on his leg. She didn't even send him a card. Oh, gee, isn't humanitarian work supposed to start with your own family? My dad always tells me, Butters, clean your own room first, then go save the world. And Miss Meghan's room seems really, really messy. At the rehab center, Harry decided it was his turn to inspire people battling addiction. He sat down and scrawled, in his best kindergarten handwriting, "It's okay not to be okay," on a sticky note. Meghan, right next to him, was busy cranking out motivational messages of her own. Wait, they wrote motivational sticky notes again? At least it wasn't on bananas this time. One small detail, though. Harry wrote in his own memoir, in great detail, about all the stuff he tried as a teenager, and called some of it helpful and therapeutic. He's never publicly walked that back, not once. And now this guy is telling people in rehab to stay on the path to recovery. That's like me teaching a seminar on dieting. Now, the British Embassy did technically receive the Sussexes, but they seated them in the tag-along section. At his own country's embassy, a prince by blood, sitting where the secretaries and bodyguards usually go. But that didn't slow Meghan down. At the WHO roundtable, she decided she was the Wolf of Wall Street. She grabbed the mic and started going off about ring-fenced funding, yeah, I had to Google that too, and fiscal policy. 20 experts with 20 years of experience sat there looking like someone had poured sand in their tea. And the way she kept saying fiscal, Lord, you could tell she just learned that word 5 minutes before she got the mic. Oh, gee. Can Miss Meghan really teach people about money? My dad always says if you spend more than you earn, you probably shouldn't be giving financial advice to others. Every fake royal tour the Sussexes do ends the same way. They fly out, the country breathes a sigh of relief, and the promises stay behind on yellow sticky notes. Nigeria, Colombia, now Jordan. The list of countries keeps growing. The results? 0. So what do you guys think? Which country is next? Drop your guesses in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe to Royal Routine. See you next time. Oh, gee. I heard they actually got paid for this visit. So is it a humanitarian mission or a monetary one? I always get those two mixed up.